Hello! Wow.
Wow. What a great start to it.
So, this is Nathan, or, God. Well, this is Nathan. I was going to say his
too late.
username,
Everyone knows
but
my name anyway,
everybody
so.
already knows Nathan's username. He's a chat moderator, I believe, here at BGHDDevelopment. He's going to be helping me review Paradise Network today. I don't believe we have reviewed the server before. I haven't seen a video on the channel, so I was like, hey, I saw this server on Spigot. Why don't we review it? If you want me to review your server, make sure to leave it in the comments or DM me on Discord or Spigot or something. I'd be happy to review it. Now, one thing Nathan noticed right away when we joined is if you hit the other player, it says true in chat.
True. What's up with that?
Most likely that is a debug message done by one of your plugins, so I would recommend getting that checked out ASAP.
Probably that.
Yeah.
Did not
Also, one thing I noticed
PvP.
is the second I joined the server, it may have only happened on the first time I joined, but it took a minute for me to be teleported to spawn. Okay, it's instant the second time. But the first time, it took me a minute to get teleported to spawn. Well, you like fell through the void to load the world and stuff. But I would recommend fixing that. Another thing I noticed right off the bat is you have a gadgets menu update message in your chat. One thing I recommend doing with these is if it's a public, it should have a permission. Now, I don't know why the plugin doesn't have a permission to get rid of this update message, but I would recommend getting rid of that. That's not professional. You shouldn't have that here. Another thing I noticed right off the bat is you have this welcome to Paradise Network, all different text, all in different fonts. That doesn't look that good. I recommend making it one clear message that doesn't have to be hard to look at. And another thing I noticed right off the bat is you have a bunch of messages in this little thing here. You don't need to connect it to Hub because we already know we're in Hub. And you have your server IP in a completely different color without a dash or anything. The yellow and orange and gray does look good. And then another thing I've noticed is your tab menu completely looks different than your scoreboard. So make everything the same color is my opinion. Make your titles the same color, your messages the same color, all that stuff. And it just looks 100 billion times better. I see you have some nice music in the hub as well. I can hear it. It seems like I have unlocked... So I think I have found your issue with your gadgets plugin. You gave us all the gadgets and all the permissions, which means most likely we have the permission to view update messages. So make sure to just exclude that one permission from your thing. And then final thing in the hub before we go into games, and Nathan will talk a little, is this holographic displays here. You have a space right here. There's actually a placeholder that allows you to put those spaces without actually having a blank space like that right there. So make sure to check the holographic displays plugin page for the info on how to do that. And then right before we leave, I want to just see you have, again, /about opens up not your business instead of just disabling /pl. What I recommend doing with this is you go to my Spigot page on BGHDDevelopment, download a plugin called Anti-PL List. It will disable all these, but not have to send these weird, not your business messages that's unprofessional and not nice. So that's all I have to say about that. Now, another thing I've noticed is... Okay, never mind. I thought your scoreboard was a little wrong, but never mind. We'll go straight into it. Nathan, let's go to factions first.
Factions, alright.
Alright, right off the bat, I have noticed another issue, which I say in most videos, is your colors are completely different than your hub and the rest of your server. There's a bunch of chat messages that we just got that are in, you have 2 chat welcome messages. Your tab menu is green with your scoreboard, so you got the tab menu matched with your scoreboard, but it doesn't match the scoreboard in the hub. So I would just say make sure to match everything together so it makes easy. And then maybe make your network name bold in a different color or something. That would look good too. Other than that, your hub looks pretty nice around here. It looks like you have some pretty custom things. Maybe make like a tutorial option to go to different places and learn how to play your factions, because I'm guessing it's a little custom of a faction. Nathan, come over here. Let's go fight and let's see how the PvP is on the server.
Alright, hold on. Let me get this set up.
And then in your inventory, one thing I noticed is you have the bow and diamond sword name, but all these are new. I don't know why they're new, but maybe make them like not new. I don't just make them say pickaxe.
Change different title. Pretty much.
And you can place creepers in the war zone, which I don't know if you're supposed to be able to do that.
It's fine.
You killed my creeper. All right, let's see the delays.
Ow.
The PvP seemed pretty good.
Oh, hi, Creeper. Why are you going for me?
So your
That's
PvP
cool.
here looks pretty good. There's no like lag delay or anything. Let's check your hit delays.
Ow.
There's no hit delays or anything. Dropped items are protected for 10 seconds. You should put a custom death message in. You shouldn't just have Nathan was slain by noodles. You should have a custom death message, along with the fact that you should get like the combat log and stuff should fit the prefix should fit the rest of your colors in the game. Let's kick out /kits. I'm guessing that's a command. Yes, it is. God kits. So you have these God kits. Spawner God kit. You do not have permission for this G kit, so I'm guessing these are the ones you have to buy. One thing I recommend doing is making it say you don't have permission in the GUI rather than in chat, because it took me a minute to realize in the chat is where the thing is. Alright, we're going to go to your other game mode. Let's check out the other game modes, and we'll do /hub and see what happens. So I get to send to hub even though I had the combat logger on. Maybe make it not send it to hub if you don't have the combat logger on, something like that. Let's go to creative. Let's see what your creative server is. So one thing I noticed right away is you have a changelog pop up, but this takes a second. And also, you have a blank page too. So maybe fix that a little. In other news, your chat messages have the double join message again. And you have signs here. I don't know why you need signs. Put holograms with all of those. And you can do game mode 1 to get into creative. I'm already in game mode 1. I didn't have to do that. Maybe make it so it doesn't have to say that because you don't actually have to do it. Use banner to create your own batters. So you can do all these good things to create things. It's also raining out here, which is interesting. It is raining. It's raining. It's raining. It's raining.
It's on by somebody here.
Let's go see. Your scoreboard once again is different compared to your tab menu as well. Build time 4 hours 37 minutes. This is actually pretty nice.
Pretty good. Why there's a random snowman here?
I don't know why the snowman is down there, but you have a pretty nice creative server. It seems to work perfectly fine. It does lag when clicking blocks, so I'm guessing you have world edit enabled because that happens with world edit sometimes. So maybe help fix the lag when breaking blocks. I know that's not my computer because my computer is OP and just it doesn't lag like that. That's for sure world edit and something on the server lagging. Because if I go over here, I bet breaking any of these isn't gonna. Yeah, breaking these doesn't cause it, which means it is an issue with world edit whenever you're building with world edit. Maybe install fast async world edit. Or one of you do have fast async world edit, but you don't have the one that keeps the lag from breaking blocks. I don't remember what it's called, but it's probably an add-on for something. We'll go back to hub and we'll go check out.
You could put a link to it.
Yeah, I'll figure out if I can put a link to it. And then one thing I noticed right before we left is your colors of purple and pink are different in chat as well. And then our final one is Skyblock. This is one Nathan's going to be able to do a quite good review on because he's done a lot of Skyblocks. But one thing I noticed right away is all your colors, once again, are different. And this one seems to have achievements in chat. When your achievements aren't global, maybe make an achievement picker in hub as well, or something along the lines of that. That's what I recommend doing in this case. But Nathan, what do you notice about this Skyblock that you think could use fixing? And oh, and you can also not open the daily reward. That's my comment on this.
Alright. Well, okay. Well, I could tell this is custom a little bit from generators from that. I don't know why you have tools you set up. Usually all Skyblock is usually you have your own in a wooden like small island with one tree.
Well, I think we have to do /is to do that. Yeah, we have to do is. So let me create two close islands. So yes, you do. It does give you trees and stuff. You just get tools starting without having to mine them. So
usually better just start with nothing.
Yeah, classic Skyblock, you start with nothing. You don't start with anything. One thing I noticed is it's because I have a Skyblock. So here's one thing I highly recommend: download the Badline API and disable Skyblock features. When you load into the server. One reason I say that is because it automatically, while I joined Skyblock, disabled my hearts and food bar because Hypixel has the Badline client has a Skyblock mod which removes those and sets stuff like that. So one thing and you can see in the top right, it's counting down for the for some reason the Magma Cube and Dark Auction thing, just because I joined a server named Skyblock. So I would recommend downloading the Badline API to fix that. And once again, your chat messages are a different color than the rest of your game. So recommend fixing that. Nathan, how do you like your island? What do you have suggestions for on the island?
The classics island. Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen anything. There's Paradise.
All right, Nathan's going to create his island, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the kits. One thing I recommend with kits is keep it the same in every single server. So make sure you don't get different, like... I'm sorry if I'm misspeaking here. Don't get different, like, kit systems and stuff for every server. Make it all the same. Make it look the same. Make it look custom and unique and everything. I have a feeling you're using... Alright, one thing I've noticed right here is you have all these custom things right here. I'm guaranteeing you don't have this many custom plugins. Because if I do about Paradise Network, it's just going to open the plugins, which means you are lying about your custom plugins. It's for sure not that. I guarantee this is not custom. 100% guarantee it. You would never, no servers would use this many. I guarantee it. So, don't lie about your plugins. Number one rule, don't lie. If you're going to hide your plugins, use my plugin on Spigot to hide it. That's pretty much it. Nathan, do you have any final thoughts before we end the video?
Well, so far, so good.
Yeah, all right. So pretty much
so far, so good. I don't know much.
Yeah, just get a better player base is my thoughts. Because if you had players online, it would be way more entertaining if we were not just here alone. So get some players, fix the colors in chat, fix your kit menus, do a few things like that, and I think your server could really take off if you advertise enough and do all of that. So, again, thank you for putting your server on Spigot's Rate My Server thread, and I am happy to rate it anytime you wish. I will see you everybody tomorrow for another video. Bye!
Bye!